Okay, Robert, we see it in the listening mode. You got to click on the link so we can get you in the speakers mode. Otherwise, we can't hear you. Okay, very excited to have you here. Our special guest, Robert McMillen. Robert K. McMillen is a college instructor with over 50 technical certifications. That's awesome. He has an MBA and teaches computer science at Portland-based colleges. Very skilled, very talented. Robert has earned multiple MCSEs and an MCT from Microsoft. He's a Microsoft certified instructor, so that's very good too. He is the owner of Tech Publishing. He's a tech man through and through. A Portland-based network new media company. Robert has over 20 years experience in network publishing engineer, earns certifications from companies like Microsoft, Checkpoint, IBM, and Cisco. That's skills right there, right? A lot of skills. All right, so Robert, go ahead and do that. Click on the link we sent you. You should check your smartphone to see if it's there. Click on that, and the Podbean will bring it through. I know it's really different, strange there, but that's how Podbean does it. But let me see. I clicked on it. It's doing some things here, so hopefully you see it. Okay, yeah, so it says they're live. We're ready to go. We definitely want to get our special guest on today. Very exciting. There's some wonderful things. Enron. Have you heard of Enron? Remember the day of Enron? Well, our special guest, he helped crack the code to bring them down. Isn't that amazing? And some of his high-profile jobs has been restoring email for the government prosecutors. Okay, so that's how he got that information from Enron. Check their email, and boom, Enron executives. Training the network vulnerabilities assessment team for the U.S. Army. Relocating the Xbox world for Microsoft. Wow, that's impressive. But to bring Enron down because he recreated it, got the emails, the executives send back and forth, and all the information is right there. It was there. Okay, so I'm at this website now, so hopefully he's trying to get in. He helped IT security professionals advance their careers with skills development and certification while empowering all employees with security awareness. Phishing training to stay cyber safe at work and at home. Staying cyber safe. That's so cool. That's so important in this day and age. What do? You're out there, you're on the internet, you're doing wonderful things, and all of a sudden, boom, you got hacked. Well, he kind of helps you from getting hacked. He kind of helps you see things that can potentially be trouble. Okay, Robert, you're back in listening mode.
I am here.
Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, let me. Don't say any more. I'm gonna try to give you a proper introduction, then we'll go from there. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks, sir. Oh, very excited to have him here. Perfect.
Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us every week. We have conversations with authors and small business owners. We have exciting lineup of guests who will take us on a literary journey like no other. Join us as we delve into the world of authors and small business owners from diverse backgrounds and cultures, each bringing their own unique perspective and voice to the table. From thrilling memoirs to captivating fiction and business startups, our guests will share their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs, offering us a glimpse into the rich tapestry of human experience. Immerse yourself in the magic of words and discovery as we explore the global literary landscape together. So grab a cup of tea, cozy up by the fire, and join us on this adventure of a lifetime.
Hey, welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show this wonderful Tuesday. Our special guest, he got in, he's waiting in the wings, so that's great. A little bit about our special guest. Robert K. McMillen is a college instructor with over 50 technical certifications. That's awesome. He has an MBA and teaches computer science at Portland-based colleges. Okay? So again, he's some things he's going to talk about what he's done. The thing he helped bring down Enron. That's amazing. They haven't heard of it. A lot of the young people haven't heard of Enron, but I remember Enron. Okay. So without further ado, let's welcome to our show our special guest, Robert K. McMillen.
Thanks for
That means,
yes,
all right.
thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. What a great background you have, and so talented and skilled. Your skill level and the IT stuff and electronic stuff, was that self-taught, or did you start from day one going to school? Some of that, kind of give us more history about all the skills you have when it comes to IT.
Yeah, many years ago, I started out in photography as a teenager. I really had no interest in computers at all. And I eventually started a photography business. When I was in high school, I would take pictures for the newspaper, not just the high school newspaper, but the local newspaper where I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, and eventually turned it into a real business when I graduated high school. And eventually, it was so successful that by the time I was 22 years old, I had 3 stores. There were 1-hour photos, studios, the whole thing. I was just, really excited about photography. But you know what? 8 years later, I found myself selling what was left of my business after the switch from film photography to digital photography. So I was like, well, now I don't have a career. What am I going to do? So I went back to community college, which I had I'd taken a couple of classes after high school, and I realized I could go ahead and start making money in photography right away. So I didn't finish. But I went back to community college to learn computers. I wanted to find something I knew I wouldn't be, having an issue with basically the people who make wagon wheels, 150 years
Yeah.
ago. All of a sudden, you don't have a business. So I thought, well, computers, no matter what form they're going to be in for the next 50 to 100 years, they are here to stay. So
Yeah.
I'm going to learn all about computers. And I didn't really know if I was going to be any good at it. It's just one of those things where I thought I need something, for my future. So that's what I did. And everybody was still using dial-up at that time. Remember America Online dial-up?
Yep. Yep.
The squeaky sound it made. Actually, I met my wife on dial-up AOL many years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was funny because it was so unusual back then that Barbara Walters got a hold of me through a friend of mine and wanted to be at our wedding. And I said, "Oh no, it's way too stressful to get married, and I don't need Barbara Walters trying to get me to cry at my wedding. So forget that." So I eventually went on after community college to university, earned a bachelor's and an MBA, and I found I have a knack for this. I think I know how to do this. So I started a very successful IT consulting company in 2001, and I sold that in 2017. And then I went on to teach college after that, which I do to this day. And to make teaching IT more interesting, I started telling about my experiences while running my company because a lot of really weird stuff happened.
Yeah.
And so I started, telling about all these crazy things that happened. Starting with Enron which one of the first jobs I did in my new business. And so I thought, you know what, I should start writing these down because the students really like to hear these stories. It makes things more interesting, and that's exactly what I did, and came up with the book This Is I.T. based on that.
This is wonderful. And again, Enron, for young people, they probably don't even know about it, but it was an amazing story back then. And props to you to sit there and figure that out. And I can't believe that was one of your first big jobs. That's amazing how huge that was. And to be able to go in there and just kind of figure out the emails and say, okay, here it is. They're lying. They're trying to hide all this stuff, and boom, and you took care of it. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Well, my first job it was in 1997 working for a bottling company, first IT job, I should say.
Oh,
And so I was their IT guy, along with a couple other people. And I recall installing Windows 95. I don't know if you ever used Windows 95, but using floppy disks and just waiting for the